Hey guys, it's Monday, rest day today, so I just popped down to Decathlon, got some tennis balls to make a bit of a rocker play. On the turbo trainer, I bought these 3D printed feet, and you put tennis balls into them. So I'll set that up now that I've got enough tennis balls, and see how that is. But yeah, also did some cornering practice, so just like 50 minutes total, really easy. Getting absolutely swarmed by these green flies still. I think it's because obviously it's warm plus low wind, so god, they're just horrible. They're relentless little fuckers, especially doing my cornering. It was horrible, but yeah, still good practice. And then do a little bit of cornering and a zone 2 ride tomorrow, and then Tameside in the evening. Bar tape has come unwrapped a bit. It's a bit crap. I'll just rewrap, see if I can undo this bit and then rewrap it. There we go. Got some tennis balls on the feet of the kicker. These 3D printed parts from a seller on eBay. And then just got some extra tennis balls from Decathlon. So yeah, see how that is in the next few days. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. Going to be returning to Tameside this evening for just the 234 crit. So yeah, that should be good. But get out do some cornering practice, start off with, then get out on the road bike for an hour and a half sort of thing. Just a nice easy zone 2 spin, just to get some extra mileage in the legs before the race this evening, and yeah, see how it goes. Another lovely day for it. So sun cream on, going to be loads of green flies, but yeah, I need to get the cornering practice done, so should be good. Bloody green flies, but nice little opportunity to do some extra cornering at speed out on the roads, and yeah, nice little ride in. So yeah, see how we get on this evening. 25 to 5, let's head on to Tameside. That's a much better way to have the bike in the car. The way I had to drive with it, it wasn't like this, and I had to have my seat really far forward, and I was still worried that the brake caliper was going to be hit on knocking on something, or something was knocking something. But this is much better, and that's in clear space, and I can have the seats further back. So. Reference for me, basically. 25 degrees, lovely day at Tameside, of course. Number 56. I swear it was 56 loads last year. Got myself an hour until the start, so yeah, get my kit on, and don't need to warm up. It's already way too warm. But yeah, get out on circuit and have a good time of it. Right, let's crack on with it. I don't really want to talk about it. It's quite embarrassing, frankly. Yeah, just really just not good at this bunch racing stuff. I mean, I started back row, and yep, I'm chasing out the hairpin. I'm like, okay, this is pretty normal to be chasing back on after this. And yeah, then get to this big sweeping corner at the far end of the circuit, and I think I was just taking a completely wrong line through that corner to start off with, and the gap that I was put on after that meant I was chasing on, and I was just not able to get back on, so I was dropped after half a lap, 3/4 of a lap. Which, yeah, I mean, I got dropped loads last year at Tameside, but during this race when it was really fast from the start, but this was nothing crazy, and yeah, it's just pretty shit. Stupid thing is, I felt like I was cornering really well. I was just off the back the whole time by myself. Got lapped, but never got back on because I didn't want to interfere with the race at all. So I was just off the back time trialing by myself, and not going very fast because I must not be very aero. But I felt like I was cornering well. Like what I've been working on with getting my weight balance through the corners well. Like I was pedaling through a lot of the corners and not feeling like I was on the verge of like tipping the bike over or anything. Because before I was just leaning with the bike and cornering completely wrong. And now I'm shifting my weight well through the corners. But yeah, it just didn't matter because I was just off the back straight on. So yeah, I probably should have worked on taking that back corner more, just trying it out in different ways, because I was just taking way too early in apex. You just need to stay wide on it and then take a later apex. But I was getting better at it as I went on. But yeah, it's just quite embarrassing really to be as strong as I am and I'm just off the back by myself. It's like it's funny once, but you know, come back next week, see if I can have a better time of it. But yeah, just shows you don't need to do an out and back time trial. Obviously, you don't need to be very good at cornering. Yeah, continue working on it. I mean, what I've been doing, it's not like what I've been doing is wrong. I recognise there was something wrong with my cornering, and I've been working on it. But yeah, I just need to continue doing that and continue having and trying to build the confidence into riding with a bunch again. But yeah, I'm not too happy to put it lightly. But yeah, head home now, go to bed. Oh, fuck's sake. Get some food down me, get to bed. Back to training tomorrow, and then get back to Tameside next week. Highlighting a weakness, so just got to work on it, keep working at it. Nice Zone 2 ride to get me going again after yesterday, so just under 3 hours, and yeah, really nice in the sunshine. It was like 23 degrees the whole ride, but yeah, good stuff. I felt pretty tired to start off with, to be honest, so the first hour I didn't feel amazing, but yeah, after kept going and felt better for it, and yeah, like I said, did about 3 hours, and I was thinking, oh, okay, maybe I'll just do a 2 hour loop here, take it nice and easy. But yeah, felt good, and 3 hours was really not too bad. So keep getting some training done, because obviously I'm only recently coming back from illness from last week, so got to take that into consideration as well. And yeah, feeling healthy, feeling good, so that's the main thing. Done my warm up, just spinning down the trainer because might as well make sure it's calibrated my 4 eyes before the session. For my first TT VO2 max session today, going to be doing 4 by 8 minutes. Yeah, it's warm in here, so I'll get the fan on, but it's going to be a hot one. See what I've got. Aim for above 400 watts from the kicker, so like 400, 410. Outdoors on the cork for that 10 miler, I could have averaged like 430 if I paced it properly. My normal eyes was like 430. We're a big positive split, so sort of 10 mile power sort of thing, but I'm indoors, so I'm going to have to drop off, but my kicker reads similar to the cork. I'm thinking like at least above 400 for all efforts. 410, 420 would be amazing, but yeah, see what I've got. I'm going to be using the rocker plate for the first time. So I've got these 3D printed feet with tennis balls plucked into them. There's a lot of play in the bike like this, and it's see what it's like for the efforts, but it should be good compared to how rigid it normally is. Get the fans on, and yeah, crack on with the session, see how it goes. Whew. Hard work, it's always going to be. Went out a bit too spicy on that first one, then had to dial it back for the last 3, but got it done. Got very warm, but dealing with it decently, and this acts as essentially like a heat session. Core sensor I had it on this side to start off with, and I think it's too close to the fan, so it was reading like warm-up temperatures. Switched it to the other side, and actually gave me started reading some sensible values, but that was only like 2 reps to go. But yeah, I know that's a good heat stimulus as well as the TT work, so cool off after this one, splash my face with cold water, change bibs, and then get out on the road bike for another hour and a half. Top me up to around 3 hours. Yeah, really happy. First one was like 416 on the kicker. I felt comfortable, but then that last 2 minutes I'm like, this is actually going to be hard if I'm going to try and maintain this for all 3. But I just kept the average power the same for that first one, and then the other 3 were just above 400, which is still solid in this temperature. Once I get some more outdoor rides on the cork, I'll get a better idea of what my indoor to outdoor power is looking like, because in the past I haven't really had a good perception of it, because the left-sideds read lower, but then I'm able to push harder outdoors, so indoor and outdoor power essentially were pretty similar, I'd say, but that's because the kicker reads higher despite it being harder indoors with the poorer cooling. No matter how many fans you get, really good starting point for the VO2 max work, and try and build on it from here for the following few weeks. Hopefully do BC National Time Trial Championships towards the end of June. So what I was able to do is stay clipped in and use my bottle to touch the fan, because it's only battery powered. I know it will run out of charge if I have it on the higher setting, so had it on like the medium setting for my efforts, and then put it on the lower setting for my rests. Then that last one I just stuck it on max, but it's still going, so lasts a good hour on medium setting. I guess I've had it like that for a threshold effort, so not too surprising. Right, get out for another hour or 20 or so in the nice sunshine. Definitely need my rest day tomorrow. Jesus, I'm knackered. And also, if I do BC Nationals, I need a front derailleur. Even if I go small on the one by, like a 50 front, 50 chainring, 34 rear, I'm not making it up that 16% hill, I don't think. So, different options: road bike plus TT bars. I might be a fucking genius. We'll wait to see. Plan still needs a little bit of work. This is a current KOM. There's half a kilometre, 15%. How fast could I run that? Hey guys, it's Saturday. Out for like 3 hours zone 2 today. 1 hour 45 in, so another hour and 15 to go. Pretty much just heading back now. Feeling really good actually. It's a lot less warm. We've had this heat wave of 25 degrees for the past few days, and yeah, it's still nice today. It's like 15 degrees odd, but cooler, windier, not absolutely cooking, but yeah, it's still good riding weather. And yeah, just getting out and getting some endurance done, and then I'll do a TT threshold session tomorrow. Young lad also went "Ale, ale, ale" to me when I was going up Frogger earlier. That's funny. Yeah, I don't think I can be doing that, mate. Not on these tyres. Just doing some exploring. There's an abandoned car park, an abandoned set of flats. A sad day. I'm down to my final bag of squashies. Hey guys, it's Sunday. Finishing off the week with a TT threshold session, so I've got a 3-minute sub-maximal fatigue test, 15 minutes at tempo, kind of just all part of a warm-up, big warm-up really. And then the main part of the session is 45 minutes at TT threshold. Last week's session I did 358 on the kicker for 40 minutes, so aim for around that 360 mark again. A lot cooler today, so shouldn't be cooking as much, but we'll still be warm in here, it always is. Feeling good. Solid way to end the week with a good session, and yeah, see how it goes. 3 minutes of maximal fatigue test, maybe 15-minute time to exhaustion, RPE 7. I know from my VO2 max session earlier in the week that I can at least do 8 minutes at 4:15, 4:16 indoors. Not sure about how much longer than that. So yeah, time to exhaustion, 15 minutes odd. Best I've felt so far, I reckon, for it. And yeah, that's under control. So 15-minute tempo now. Alright, 4:20, 4:20. Not yet. Couple of years time maybe. 3:20, 3:30ish. Nice and under control, and then threshold effort, not too bad. Pick it up at the end to bring up the average power, so it's ended up being 3:58, so same as last week, but 45 minutes instead of 40 minutes. Yeah, solid work. Not amazing, but you know, stacking that sort of stuff together, it's really good. Probably felt nice and under control for the first half, and then got a bit uncomfortable in the saddle, shifting around a bit, trying the 2 different positions I have, the more quad dominant. I have like 2 positions, like a more quad dominant that's less stable on the saddle, and a more hamstring dominant that's more planted on the sit bones. Change up the cadence a lot, which just tells me that I'm not very comfortable in the saddle for that effort. But you know, got through it. 9 minutes to go, I had like a 30-second rest just out the saddle. But at the end of the day, for a TT, you have those micro rests for a roundabout, even on a big out and back. Good work, can't complain with that. Heart rate was very low. To first half it was like 160. But so I think it was more leg fatigue today. Tired legs, heart rate not coming up as easily. That last half, when I started picking it up and I was struggling in the saddle, heart rate came up again though. It's like 170 plus, more normal. But yeah, good stuff. Get out, just spin the legs out for a second, and then get out on the bike for another hour or so to top me up to around 3 hours. Good stuff. Well done. Out for an hour and change to top off the week. Started out very cold, but the sun's come out, so it's quite nice. Just heading back now. A couple of torque efforts, just 2x3 minutes at relatively high newton meters, like 400 watts, 45 to 50 RPM sort of deal. Bracing for if I get stuck at the bottom of the hill with the wrong gearing at the RTTC circuit champs or BC champs. Even if I get smaller front chambering, it's still going to be bloody hard work getting up those hills. Ideally get a 2x setup on the TT bike, but I have to see if that's possible.